School shootings have regrettably become a harrowing facet of contemporary society, casting a shadow of grief, trauma, and lingering inquiries. The transcription unveils a series of such distressing incidents, offering a glimpse into the minds of the perpetrators responsible for these appalling acts. However, the narrative extends beyond the atrocities committed within school walls, delving into the unsettling realm of courtrooms, where these individuals face legal consequences. In an unfortunate twist, the post-shooting chapter unveils shocking behaviors exhibited by the accused during their trials, transforming the courtroom into a stage where the public witnesses an additional layer of complexity to these already tragic events. The contrast between the horrors of the shootings and the perplexing actions within the judicial process paints a disconcerting picture, prompting a deeper exploration into the minds of those who perpetrate such unthinkable acts. In the solemn halls of Freeman High School in 2017, tragedy unfolded as Caleb Sharp, a 15-year-old student, brought a dark cloud over the institution. Armed with several weapons, Sharp launched a devastating shooting spree in the school, targeting his classmates. The repercussions were dire, resulting in the loss of one student, Sam Strawn, and the injury of 3 others. The harrowing incident sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community, leaving a scar that would endure for years. In the aftermath of the chaos, law enforcement swiftly apprehended Caleb Sharp, bringing him to the courtroom to face the consequences of his actions. However, what transpired within the legal confines was equally unsettling. Sharp's reactions and demeanor during the trial added a layer of complexity to an already distressing narrative. As the courtroom became a stage for justice, Caleb Sharp's actions left a lasting imprint, raising questions about the motivations and emotions driving individuals to commit such grievous acts within the sanctuaries of learning. The tranquility of Chardon High School was shattered in 2012 when TJ Lane embarked on a senseless shooting rampage. The small town of Chardon, Ohio, found itself thrust into the national spotlight as Lane, armed and filled with malice, unleashed chaos within the school premises. In the wake of the tragedy, 3 students lost their lives and 3 others suffered severe injuries. However, the horror extended beyond the initial act, reaching the courtroom during Lane's trial. It was here that the community witnessed not only the legal proceedings but also the shockingly callous demeanor of TJ Lane. His behavior, notably marked by a chilling statement, left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness. Lane's brazen defiance and lack of remorse during the trial underscored the disturbing complexities surrounding the motivations and attitudes of individuals involved in such devastating acts, leaving the community grappling with the aftermath of an unspeakable tragedy. In the fateful year of 2021, Oxford High School bore witness to a chilling episode that would be etched into the annals of tragedy. Armed with a loaded 9mm semi-automatic handgun, 15-year-old Ethan Crumbley orchestrated one of Michigan's most devastating school shootings. Executing a horrifying plan detailed in his journal, Crumbley's actions claimed the lives of 3 students and left 8 others wounded. Amidst the pandemonium, the emotional toll of Crumbley's actions became palpable during the courtroom proceedings. As he pleaded guilty to all charges, the weight of the devastation he had wrought seemed to manifest in the courtroom. The discussion of Crumbley's emotional state and behavior within the legal confines sheds light on the complex interplay between remorse, accountability, and the enduring trauma inflicted upon the Oxford High School community. The courtroom, a symbol of justice, became a stage where the aftermath of a deeply disturbing event unfolded, revealing the profound impact of such incidents on both the individual and the collective psyche of a community. The serene halls of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School were forever marred in 2018 when Nicholas Cruz, a former student, unleashed a rampage of gunfire, resulting in the tragic loss of 17 lives and numerous injuries. The Parkland shooting became a watershed moment, sparking a nationwide debate on gun control and school safety. However, as the legal proceedings unfolded, the courtroom became a canvas for the complexities of Cruz's psyche. Contrasting moments of remorse punctuated Cruz's behavior during the trial. While his initial demeanor seemed callous and indifferent, there were instances where a different side emerged. a side marked by an acknowledgement of the profound impact of his actions and a glimmer of remorse. The courtroom, therefore, became a battleground not only for justice but for an exploration of the intricate layers that constitute the motivations and emotions of those who perpetrate such tragic events. Cruz's contrasting behaviors exemplify the challenges in understanding the human complexities surrounding acts of mass violence within educational institutions. The haunting echoes of the Frontier Middle School shooting in 1996 resonate as the events unfolded within the confines of an educational institution. Barry Lucas, armed with a hunting rifle and handguns from his father's arsenal, committed a disastrous act that claimed the lives of his algebra teacher and 2 fellow students. The legal proceedings that followed revealed a complex portrait of Lucas's demeanor within the courtroom. As the Spokane court grappled with the decision of trying him as an adult or a juvenile, Lucas's courtroom behavior added another layer to the already intricate narrative. Psychiatric evaluations suggested underlying mental health issues, leading to a divided court. However, as the legal proceedings unfolded, the courtroom became a space where the complexities of mental health, legal culpability, and the aftermath of violence collided. Barry Lucas's demeanor and the subsequent legal analysis underscored the challenges in comprehending and addressing the multifaceted aspects surrounding school shootings. In the somber chronicles of school shootings, the tragic episode at Heath High School in 1997 stands as a poignant testament to the devastating impact of such acts on educational institutions. Michael Carneal, a 14-year-old student, brought 3 guns to school, disguising them as an art project before unleashing a barrage of gunfire on his peers. The shooting resulted in the loss of 3 lives and the injury of 5 others. As the legal proceedings unfolded, Carneal's demeanor within the courtroom was a subject of scrutiny. Diagnosed with schizophrenia, his evolving attitudes over time became evident, transitioning from a seemingly inexplicable act of violence to a point where remorse and acknowledgement of the harm caused emerged. The courtroom thus became a canvas where the intersection of mental health, legal culpability, and the aftermath of tragedy played out, prompting contemplation on the intricate dynamics surrounding such harrowing incidents within the school setting. The tragic events of the Bethel Regional High School shooting in 1997 unfolded as 16-year-old Evan Ramsey, grappling with a troubled life, took a dark turn. Armed with a shotgun, Ramsey initiated a shooting spree within the school premises. His actions resulted in the loss of 2 lives and left several others injured. During the subsequent trial, Ramsey's actions and reactions painted a disturbing picture. In a chilling revelation, Ramsey detailed the cold and calculated manner in which he carried out the shooting. The courtroom, where justice sought to grapple with the aftermath of his actions, became a stage for an exploration of the mind of a teenager driven to commit such a heinous act. Ramsey's demeanor during the trial added layers of complexity to the narrative, raising questions about the motivations and emotions that lead to violence within the educational environment. The courtroom, a symbol of justice, became a space where society confronted the unsettling realities of school shootings and their lasting impact. The solemn halls of Santa Fe High School were shattered in 2018 when Demetrios Bordis, a 17-year-old student, perpetrated a devastating shooting. The incident claimed the lives of 10 people and left 13 others wounded, casting a dark shadow over the Texas community. As the legal proceedings unfolded, Bordis's demeanor within the courtroom stood in stark contrast to the gravity of the charges against him. His calm and seemingly indifferent presence added an eerie element to the proceedings, leaving observers perplexed by the detachment exhibited in the face of such a heinous act. The courtroom, typically a venue for justice and accountability, became a stage where the unsettling calmness of the accused raised profound questions about the psyche of those involved in school shootings. Bordis's demeanor, devoid of visible emotion, underscored the complex layers surrounding the motivations and emotional states of individuals involved in such tragic events, prompting a deeper reflection on the broader implications of school violence. In the annals of school shootings, the Santana High School incident in 2001 marked a grim chapter as 15-year-old Andy Williams brought tragedy to his California school. Armed with a gun, Williams unleashed chaos, leaving 2 students dead and 13 others injured. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the courtroom became a stage where the aftermath of Williams' actions played out. Williams' behavior within the legal confines added a disconcerting layer to the narrative. His reactions and demeanor, often erratic and unsettling, raised questions about the underlying motivations and emotional state of individuals involved in such acts of violence. The courtroom, intended for justice, became a reflection of the complex interplay of remorse, accountability, and the enduring impact of school shootings on both the individual and the affected community. Williams's courtroom behavior left an indelible mark, prompting a sobering contemplation of the broader implications surrounding youth violence within educational institutions. In conclusion, the harrowing tales of school shootings recounted in the transcription shed light not only on the tragic events themselves, but also on the shocking courtroom behaviors exhibited by the perpetrators during their trials. From Caleb Sharp's arrest after the Freeman High School shooting to Andy Williams' unsettling demeanor in the aftermath of the Santana High School tragedy, each case paints a disturbing portrait of the complexities surrounding school violence. The courtroom, meant to be a bastion of justice, becomes a stage where the aftermath of these heinous acts unfolds, revealing the intricate layers of remorse, mental health, and societal repercussions. These stories serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for comprehensive approaches to address the root causes of such violence, providing both justice for the victims and a deeper understanding of the factors contributing to these devastating incidents within the educational setting.